think a lot of my work, I think it's kind of rooted in a bit of anger, frankly. Obviously, I'm angry about homophobia. I'm angry about transphobia because often we feel so powerless politically within patriarchy. You know, my own sexuality comes out of love. So really sticking with that rather than allowing the anger part and being the powerless over the situation to eat me up. So the reason I went to Naples because there was a particular community that I wanted to work with, the Femminelli. They are part of the fabric of Naples. A femminella, literally translated, is a little girl. Una femminella is a little girl, and a masculino is a little boy. We know of them dating back to around the 16th century, probably even before that. So they're a native, third gender community. This one is really something that's at the core of all my work, and it's a photograph that I found of my grandmother. I was really, really interested in this person cross-dressed, and it looks to me like a wedding. Was there some queerness that my grandmother was around? Or was this simply what I was told, which is, it's Carnevale, and people cross-dress for Carnevale in Italy. For 4 months of the summer, all of the people that live here, all of the women come together and eat together every night. This woman is the kind of like the matriarch of this small street. And the woman serving the pasta is the mother of a lesbian who you see here, and then we have this more femme lesbian's partner who's a mask, who's ended up being part of the project. This is Myrna. What I learned in Naples was waiting. Because you are on the bottom of the list of priorities, remember that. They're working 6 days a week, long hours. So on that one day off, they're going to see their girlfriend, their family, their kids. And so getting time with people was very, very limited. So I didn't want to fetishize them. I didn't want to place them in a sort of folkloric, kind of romanticized dancing in the street, even though they do dance in the street. Most of those people that have documented the Femminelli over time have been cis straight men. And I just kind of wondered what that would be like through my own personal gaze and reverence. And I think a lot of people that photograph us, them, tend to focus on the body and the kind of male-femaleness within the body. So I purposely didn't do that. I purposely didn't want to sexualize them in any way. But I've come up with this sort of mismatch of something that is much more authentically mine. As an outsider, I'm walking around with my earpods and my nice little Apple laptop and my iPhone, and I was really confronted with that's not actually the norm there, and the socioeconomic situation in Naples is quite different to what I experience here. And so that really kind of was like, whoa, I sort of went through this sort of decolonisation, which I think is very important as a photographer going to other countries or places to work. The point and shoots were originally the research photos. They were like, oh yes, this is my research. And it was really because of the amazing team that I've been working with, PhotoWorks, and them guiding me a little bit when in times where I was lost and reassuring me. It was Denis actually that was like, I really loved these research pictures. I think this can be part of the exhibition. And I was like, no, but they're so not perfect. And it was really this kind of imperfection that had to really come into the work. It was absolutely vital. I hope to provide an opportunity for the audience to have their own personal experience. And it's very, very important for me that the work is accessible, because the communities that I work with are very much part of the larger community. And that's really what I want to do. It's a way of kind of unqueering. I'm unqueering the queer situation in a way where normally we're other or othered, or we're in a particular context or with a particular aesthetic. one of the rituals really of the Femminelli, the original, is that they have the Femminelli wedding, which happened at the end of my stay. So we've got the beginning, and we've got this on Super 8 in the video that I'll be showing. So we've got this, and this is Giulpi here, and this is Ciro Ciretta. And so what's happening is, so the older generation of Femminelli, this is like a rites of passage wedding where they're handing over the tradition of the Femminelli to this younger generation here. It's not about being married, it's just the performance of the wedding. It's the wedding. I don't think you really need anything else, personally, but just that celebration. So it was a really, really important moment to be there, I think.